Alright, so back to this. We're going to test the internal Fuji battery. Voltage reading, please. 4.15 volts. We are on full HD 60 frames. We're going to keep it recording in this mode, and how many times of full recording we can get to before the battery drains. Okay, so it's finished. The X100T just finished recording. I'm going to shut it off. I'm going to take the battery out. Oh, it's a little warm. Not hot, but warm. 3.96. Let's climb back up. It's almost going to make it back to 4. 3.98. I'm going to say 3.98. We're going for another one. It says 14 minutes and 30 seconds of recording, and it is recording. Okay, the Fuji X100T is now going to finish off its second 14.5 minute video test. Okay, we're done. We are down to 3.83. And as you can see, we're not really recovering like we were before. Let's give it another second here. Yeah, and we're at 3.83. And that is not moving. We're going for the third video test. And it says wait, did I hit record? I did not. There we go, 14 minutes, 31 seconds. Okay, this is the third video recording test, and I just wanted to point out that we have 8 minutes left, or about 9 minutes left, and if you look at the battery indicator, it's on the last bar. Alright, looks like we're going to make the third video recording. 2, 1, and storing, and we're done. 36 degrees Celsius. Alright, let's take that voltage reading now. 3.698. 3.69. Okay, so let's say 3.7. I highly doubt it's going to make the fourth video recording test, but of course, in the name of science, well, not really science, we're going to do it anyways. 14:31. Record. Alright, so we have 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, and our battery indicator just went red here on the bottom right hand corner. I don't know how much time we have left once that shows up. Looks like she's gonna make it. Looks like she's gonna make it. Down 25 seconds. She made it. 4 recordings. And back-to-back usage as well, which means the heat's building up in this battery, creating some more resistance. 3.58. We gotta do it, right? So let's do it. It's going back in. Torture test. I don't think we're gonna be able to get too far this time around, but record. So it looks like once that battery goes red, you still got quite the reserve there. Oh, there it goes. We're at about 9 minutes left. Okay, so it got about 6.3 minutes of recording in. So at this point, the battery's going to be dead. There's no point in turning it back off or on, or at this point in the field, when that happens, it's time to change your battery. 36, yeah. Voltage. It's still recovering a little bit, but we're pretty much at the lower end of 3.5, which is pretty good. So this battery actually performed really well. So we got a total of 63.5 minutes of recording. Let's move on. All right, so in conclusion here, the Fuji NP-95 battery. We did a capacity drainage test on this in a previous video, and we know that it gets, around 1700 to 1800 milliamp hours. Now I was pulling that current at 500 milliamps, and we know that the camera uses a little bit more than that on idle, closer to 550 to 600 milliamps. What else do we know? We know that we were able to get four full recordings and a fifth recording, 6 minutes of a fifth recording, which is pretty good. And we know that recording in 1080p 60 uses about 1 amp, let's just say 1.2 amps, 1700 milliamp hours minimum. We got about 1200 milliamp hours of recording and of usage here. So that leaves 500 milliamp hours of capacity that was lost. I'm guessing that loss went to heat, and maybe, and other instances where the camera was using some more power. Even though I've overstated what we were using in the recording, it was really more like 1 to 1.1 amps, but I said let's use 1.2, so that's 1200 milliamp hours. That's 500 missing milliamp hours, which is 30% of the battery. So that's not exactly nothing here. But, heat, other things. Maybe I can repeat this test another time outdoors, or with this other battery I could charge it, but I don't know if I'm going to do it again. You're probably not going to get all the capacity out of here. You're looking at about 70 to 80, so I would say about 70%. Now if I just stood there and just snapped picture after 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 picture, maybe I'll get closer to the full capacity just snapping pictures. But in the video test, that's what it is, and that was even static. I think if I was moving it around, it would have used even more power. Thanks for watching.